Hello there, Gamerinos and Gamerinas. Welcome to UnicornStorm. This is Rady, and today I'm trying to tell you whether or not Miitopia for the Nintendo Switch is worth your while. And the short answer would be yes, with a but. I think the game is a funny and creative little time waster, perfect for handheld or mobile devices. It's a bit of an casual role-playing game with some not too distracting waiting mechanics. Though you don't have to look at a timer ticking down, instead you see your party traversing a field or forest or dungeon, talking to each other in between the fights or locations. The whole game is designed around the use of Miis that were introduced with the Nintendo Wii. They are not supposed to look stylish or beautiful, but more goofy and funny. And the game asks you to pretty much design all the characters in the game. So you start off by creating your main protagonist, and every time you enter a new town or village or come across a major character or party member, you are asked to design these characters as well. You can opt to use the pre-designed version of each character, but at least for the major characters, it's more fun to design them yourself. As expected from an RPG, there are different jobs or classes you can assign to your party members and then have them fight monsters to save the townsfolk and defeat the Dark Lord. When it comes to the story, there isn't too much to talk about, but that's also not what the game is about. This isn't an epic adventure. It's a silly little journey, where a merry group of adventurers containing knights and thieves and mages, but also cooks or pop stars, travel the land, fight against rocks with faces, and save the people from facelessness. Because the Dark Lord stole all the faces of all the people and put them onto objects and monsters. And now you have to defeat those creatures to return these faces to their rightful owners, or something like that. During your travels, you get the chance to stay at an inn and have your party members spend time with one another and have them grow closer to each other. And by raising the friendship between two characters, they get access to special abilities, like showing off and inflicting more damage in battle or warning the other about an incoming attack. You also get some special abilities through leveling up your character or by exposing a certain character to a specific situation. And then their personality type will also determine which abilities they unlock. So yeah, there are quite a lot of ways to develop the different party members, but the gameplay itself isn't that deep. You mostly watch your characters do stuff. You watch them talk to one another, you watch them participating in random events, and aside from your main character, you also watch them fight monsters. Because you can only control your main protagonist in battle. But this isn't really too bad. This game isn't meant to be played in long sessions for its deep mechanics. It's a game to have a few minutes of fun with, to laugh about. And I mean, there are similar games who take themselves a bit more serious and are also a bit more complicated, but not too much. I'm talking about something like Nelke and the Legendary Alchemists from the Atelier series, which is a more, let's say, substantial experience. But still, even though it is pretty simple, Miitopia can offer a lot of fun, maybe even because of its simplicity. And if you can appreciate a more casual and light-hearted gaming experience, something to waste a bit of time, then I think you should get Miitopia. It's only about 10 or 15 bucks. And by that I mean the 3DS version of the game that has been released 3 years ago. The Switch version costs 50 bucks, which is way too much for this. I mean, okay, I have only played the demo version of this game, and maybe I haven't seen all the game has to offer. But The demo itself is quite long and seems to cover pretty much everything important. And while I do think that the game is quite fun, it's not worth a premium price. No matter how long it might be, because all you do is watch your characters walk, walk and walk, and then maybe fight a little, where you also watch. There are some side activities, you can watch your characters eat or play some minigames, and you have of course a lot of options to express yourself, but again, it's all fine, but not for the asking price. If you really enjoy what you see and think you like what I have described, then get the game on 3DS and try out the trial version for yourself and see if to you it's worth the asking price. This could have even been a free-to-play game, though I'm certainly not arguing for more games having a free-to-play business model. But I think you shouldn't pay more than 10, at most 20 bucks for this game. And with that, I bid you adieu. Have a great day, and I hope to see you again on the next game.